And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up, honey to milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre-grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yeah, welcome, one and all. I am Scott Starboard, as you can see. Do I get to flip it around? Is it inverted? No, it's not inverted. It's inverted in my screen, but that's okay. I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. I missed you all so much. This whole weekend has been so many things to talk about. I'm like, should I just go live? Should I just do an impromptu live? And I'm like, I'll wait. I'm trying to be a good scheduled good boy. Good boy. There's a lot of stuff going on. All types of stuff going on. Mostly I'm going to cover, well, maybe not mostly, but I'm definitely going to dig into Charlie Kirk's, it's not really funeral. I named it funeral on the title, but it's more like I don't know. It's not a wake. You know, it's a celebration of life. I don't know. And it was moving and sad and funny and you got a little angry. But it was good. We're going to cover it. I'm not going to get into too much, even though there's a ton of clips. I'm going to do my best to move it along. This whole Jimmy Kimmel getting fired deal is just ridiculous. Now, I'm going to ruin my own story for later, but apparently they must have a DEI hire over there at CBS in their public relations department because somebody doesn't understand what the word indefinitely means because Jimmy Kimmel's back. This fool is back. They brought him back. People shooting up their door, leftists shooting up like ABC's door. I'll show you a little bit of that. And they're out there all upset. They have no F's to give about, even if you didn't like Charlie Kirk, these leftists have zero F's to give about a 31-year-old man, a good man who loved everybody. These people are out there lying, saying he said all these things. Oh, he's racist. He said he wanted to stone lesbians. Like, what are you talking? What? Use your melons. I know it's difficult. Just try. Get those two last brain cells wiggling there, you dummies. Charlie Kirk was like, honestly, I think this is fair to say that if there was anyone who got as close to Jesus without being like, you know, an actual like priest or bishop or something like that, Charlie Kirk was as close to, it was as close to Jesus as you can get. In the Bible, what it tells us to do, okay? The New Testament. I don't really mess with the Old Testament. I think there's a lot of great stuff in the Old Testament. But there's a reason why it's the New Testament. See, God sent his son down here to get a couple of things done in the human body that, not that God couldn't do, but he's like, all right, listen, I know I said I wouldn't get involved, but I didn't say my son couldn't. But one of the things is he's like, I'm going to send my son down there to clear up any confusion anyone had. And there is going to be a new an everlasting covenant, a new and everlasting deal between us and God. So yes. The Old Testament, there's plenty of good stuff in there, plenty. But the new covenant between us and God is in the New Testament. Now, maybe there's a DEI hire somewhere that doesn't know what an everlasting, maybe that's the word that's throwing them off, everlasting covenant. Maybe they just don't know. Nobody told them. And the other thing, I mean, there's actually probably like 3, maybe way more, but they're popping in my head. So just bear with me. I'm not always right. I try to be, I strive to be right. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. So 3 things I can think of. New and everlasting covenant. A pretty big deal. Pretty big, massive deal, right? The other one was, and I'll skip to the third one. I'll do the third one second. The other one was to see, okay, here's the deal. Before Jesus, right? No human souls could go to heaven. Did you guys know that? I don't want to get all too preachy. I know some of you, not all the way there yet. So, God said nobody could get into heaven. Only a very rare few people, like basically before Jesus in the Old Testament, could actually go to heaven. You had to be super Charlie Kirk special type of person to get up there, okay? By the way, I believe, I could be wrong. I should call my mom, but I love you, Ma. She knows everything. I think when Jesus died, all the souls that were lost, I think almost every single one of them got to go up to heaven. Could be wrong. I think so. But anyway, I digress. So, we couldn't get into heaven, okay? But God figured, okay, listen, I'll fix this problem here. If I go down and half of me goes down, my DNA, half of it goes down, and it's half human and half holy, and when that child grows into a man and he goes into heaven, then technically the godly part drags the humanly part up into heaven. Bada bing, Bob's your uncle, we all get in. Party's on, okay? But the second, it's really the second, I'm doing it in the third here, but the second, I mean, that's pretty big too. Hello? All of these things are massive. Anyway, the second thing, I'm not going to go too long. I know you guys are like, oh my God, I don't want to hear it. The second thing was to teach every single person to try to walk this earth and live as Jesus lived. It's impossible. You can't do it. But as long as you give it the old good college try, God's like, all right, you get brownie points. That's what we're supposed to do. As impossible as it is, we're supposed to try and follow Jesus's example. And Erica Kirk today made a huge step in that process. Now, she said it out loud, but I believe it's about in your heart, forgiving a person in your heart. Now, a lot of people, I'm Catholic, okay? I'm the original religion here. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people, in my opinion, all different types of religions, they always say like, oh, you got to go to confession booth and ask to be forgiven. Other religions are always doing their thing too, ask for forgiveness. But in the Bible, it says that you are supposed to forgive. You're the one who's supposed to forgive. That's why our good friend of the show, Jesse Lee Peterson, shout out JLP family, JLP, Hank, Anchor Baby, Joel Friday, all y'all chuck-a-luckers, we love you. That's why, and Jesse Lee Peterson is absolutely right. We are supposed to forgive. Yes, we can ask for forgiveness from God for our, transgressions, but we are supposed to forgive. Now, I've been saying it for years. I have actually learned how to do it. I think that's one of the reasons why I can kind of smile so easily. If you forgive other people, it feels good. People who have done you wrong, just dirty, and they don't deserve forgiveness. You forgive them anyways. But like I'm just trying to say, I've been saying this forever. Just because I could forgive someone or you could forgive someone doesn't mean that they are absolved from any and all punishment. So I believe that if somebody like, I don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer, everybody uses Hitler. I'm not using him. It's too easy. Jeffrey Dahmer, right? He was just hungry. And he's like, God, I was just hungry. I was hungry. And God says, you're not you ain't trying to forget for forgiveness. You're making excuses. And he's like, okay, I was also gay and hungry. And he's like, they asked for it. Look at them. They look like delicious chocolate pieces. And God's like, get down there. Go back downstairs. You're not coming up here. No party for you. So, but here's the thing. I'm goofing around. So God, this is Jeffrey Dahmer. He's at the pearly gates and he's talking to St. Peter and he's like, come on, please. And he's like, what are you out of your mind? You're actually on the naughty list. Get the French toast out of here. I don't think this is really how it works, but just play along. So then he's like, come on, just let me talk to your boss. Please get the supervisor here. God himself comes up to the gate and says, Jeffrey, what are you doing here? And he's like, I am truly sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know what's wrong with me. My mind wasn't correct. I knew what I was doing was wrong. I'm not making excuses. Please find it in your holy heart to forgive me. And if God can read his heart, which he can't, read his heart, he'd say, okay, I forgive you. And Jeffrey Dahmer would be like, yes. Be like, that black guy there is tasty. He looks delicious. No, Jeffrey, no. And Jeffrey's serious. I'm being stupid, but and Jeffrey's serious, right? God will say, oh, no, Jeffrey, you don't get to come in right now. You're going to have to spend about 25,000 years going through different stages of, what do we call it? What the heck's wrong with me? The middle part there. It's been a long day. I couldn't even do my hair, so I'm rocking my mom's hat that she got me. Shout out, Ma, again. You don't go to heaven right away. You go to limbo. People call it limbo. I don't know why I can't remember the real name of it. The heck is wrong with me? So you go to these different stages of limbo, whatever, until you finally learn your lesson. Some people think that maybe there isn't a middle thing, a waiting area. What is wrong with me? They think that you get reincarnated, but you don't get to know what the heck you did wrong in that previous life. And until you could finally be a good person, Jeffrey, and stop eating chocolate, people, then you get to go boom and you get to go up there. So that's the deal. And so Jesus made us all, God through Jesus made us all the chosen people, and that's the deal. I can't believe purgatory. Thank you. Oh my good gracious, what is wrong with me? I was thinking too, I'm like, what's that on like a tea kettle or like a coffee thing? It's like percolating. I really was. I was almost there. So close. All right. I'm going to pretend I didn't see Nick the gun guy so that I can give him a big shout out holla. Because let's go to the chat. I'm rambling on. But listen. Jimmy Kimmel is back. We're going to check that out. Kat Timpf was on with Piers Morgan. and a bunch of other people, a couple other people. I found it very interesting. It came on, it was released right before it came on. And we're going to check a little bit of that out too. All types of stuff going on. But let me get to the chat because I missed the heck out of y'all. From Thursday to now feels like an eternity. Eternity. Not purgatory. Feels like eternity. Big E. Mama, if you ain't first, you're last, baby. He's like, that ain't true. You can be second. You can be third. Hell, you can be fourth. He's like, I live by that. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Talladega Nights, baby. Big E in the house. Bob Cook, you are never last, sir. I love you. The great Bob Cook in the house. Look at, there you go. There is no Bob Cook. Wait, no, there is Bob Cook. And then everybody else is behind you, including first place. Well said, Big E. Absolute and root and tootly. Truth is unbreakable. I like saying it like that. I'm sorry. It's so much fun. Thank you for being here. Truth is crushing it. Morgan Elizabeth. I do the same yell. I don't know why. It just comes natural. It's just the way it is. She said, I'm here, but I'm just also playing Pokemon Soul Silver on my laptop. Must be a new one. And I'm sure they have Heart Ruby and Brain Emerald and all, because that's what they like to do. It's like, just give us the game. Why do I gotta buy 17 of the same games? Oh, but you get different Pokemon and different. We got the same game. It's so fun. And I only know about it because my son, well, I don't have to buy it anymore. He's a grown-ass man. But Mrs. Starboard and I had to buy him all these games. Not had to. He earned them. He's a good kid. It's like Pokemon Emeralds, Pokemon Ruby, Diamond, Gold. It's like, the fat pig, my dog, let's go. My pig. Not my dog, my pig. Thank you for being here, brother. Snizzuk, Slizaya, my dude, my brother from another mother. Bad Buddha's in the place. By the way, usually we go all the way up until 6:57 till Alex Stein comes on. There's no Alex tonight. It's a Monday. It's typical. There's no Alex tonight, but there is a Dog Match Steve. He could be shirtless. He could be working out. He could be doing many, many things, but there will be a Dark Match Steve at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to try and probably go up to like 7:45-ish, something like that. I get a bunch of stuff to do. I ain't going to lie. I was lazy as all heck this weekend. Oh, last week was a tough week of work. And I just came off a tough week the week before. All right, you don't want to be whining. Let's go. Daniel Graham. My man, let's go. So what up, Chat Rat family? Just working while I support my man, Scott Starboard. Let's effing go. I love you, homie. You know what's the deal. Daniel Graham, I'm also going to talk a little bit about Trump hopefully fixing this H-1B program deal. Everybody I watched or listened to today all talked about it, so I feel like I shouldn't probably get into too much of it. I think you guys know the deal. But I was thinking of you the whole time, bro. I'm like, yo, Daniel Graham deserves that $286,000 Google job, or there's a million of these companies: SpaceX, Tesla, Apple, Synergy, Zippity Doodah, all these damn things. And if you go and look, it's like H1Bs are welcome. $283,000 to begin. What? Over $250,000 a year. And from what Daniel Graham has proven, not just said, he's proven they ain't even that good at it. They're not even fucking good at it. Oh, I was thinking of your brother. I really want to be positive and conciliatory, but I don't see how we share a country with these leftist stains, particularly in the media. Bro, we're going to go through it, baby. We are going through it. I am with you. I'm honestly with you. Probably gonna get in trouble for what I say a little later, but yeah, I agree. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Nick the Gun Guy, my mother chucka-lucka, the Hall of Fame Nick the Gun Guy, by the way. Congrats again. And I'll be saying it probably to the end of time because you deserve it, and I am so happy for you, brother. Man, sucks for those humans, huh? Exactly. Dark Match, Steve in the place to be. Hit that like button. Smash the shit on that like button. Get that like button. Preggers. Dark Match Steve, baby. We love you. Wait. Dark Match, I have come to the conclusion that if Charlie Kirk had no ballistic plate or vests, there's no way he was shot with a 30-06. Thanks, Sniz. Listen. It's maybe I'll get in a little bit of that too, because I retweeted some stuff. Just like the exhaustion of going through all of this. I hate saying conspiracy, but just going through all the evidence and trying and listening. I'm honestly listening. And I'm with a clear mind and giving everybody their fair due of everybody's, different theories on this and this and that and this and that. And I have my own theories, but I've been kind of holding off a little bit. But it's thrilled me to no end this morning on the Bubba the Love Sponge show when Dr. Dan Diaco, he's a doctor and also a gun enthusiast. He's a gun expert, I'd probably say, especially compared to me, because that looks like 30-06 to me, but I guess you pronounced it 30-06. I guess you ought to say 06 instead of 06. Listen, when I very, very, very first saw what happened, okay, I watched it and rewound it over and over again, like just that little part. To be honest, it was highly disturbing. It was look, I'm getting upset right now. It bothered me. You guys saw it bothered me so deeply. But I'm looking, I'm like, where is the entry wound? I am no expert on guns, but I'll tell you this. I've told you guys, I've seen it with my own two eyes, live in my face, especially as a little kid, but I've also seen it as an adult. I don't want to get into all this stuff, but I've seen people shot, and I'm like, where is the entry wound? Because that's clearly an exit wound. Clearly. I showed on Doc Bash Steve, and he agreed with me. Like, where the hole is, around the hole, there is it's coming out. It's coming out. Now, I know there's air that follows with bullets and all that stuff, but I am telling you, I wish, what the hell was it, that show with the guy with the cool handlebar mustache and the redhead dude with the glasses? And they were like, Jamie Dimon is going to do an experiment today. What the fuck was that called? We need the Mythbusters. We need the Mythbusters on this because I'm telling you, I watched so many episodes where they're doing the ballistic gel and all that stuff. And you can see an indent, not a out thing, but an indent. I took a screenshot. I don't know if I can show it on here because YouTube, whatever. Plus, none of us need to see that right now. I'm done with it. It's not that I'm done with Charlie Kirk, obviously, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like, I picture him and his wife and kids. I picture Alex. I ain't gonna lie, it freaks me out. I picture myself. I picture so many people. Caitlin Bennett. Like, my mind is. I don't want to go there anymore. So I'm not gonna look at that freaking still frame video. None of it. We know what happened. I watched it enough. Trust me. But it's protruding where it should be. It should be concave. It should be in. Right when I saw it, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, where is it? What happened? And the Diacos, or Dan Diaco today, said exactly what I've seen because I watched these other videos before Charlie's assassination, by the way. Like a rifle bullet, for lack of the proper term. It's probably like casing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not a gun guy. I don't fucking know. But a rifle will go right through anything. A rifle bullet will go through anything. I mean, it can go through, steel plates. It can go through bricks. It go through walls. It sometimes will pierce through metal if it's thick, if it's thin enough. Definitely through people. Bone, forget about it. Right through. And the doctor, Charlie Kirk's fucking autopsy doctor, is like, this kid's like Superman. His bone in his neck, the weakest bones we got, stopped the bullet and dead in its tracks. It's amazing, folks. Another magic bullet. JFK magic bullet, Charlie Kirk magic bullet. So thank you, Sniz, for at least coming. I appreciate Sniz, for real, no joking. I appreciate you being open-minded about it, because some of this stuff, like Dark Mass Steve has been doing a super deep dive on this stuff. And some of it I'm like, I don't know. But I'm still keeping an open mind, because I'm like, you never know. When I saw, there's two things. Well, there's three, really. Number one, there's no way that's an entry. Maybe there's four. No way an entry wound. Number two, that rifle bullet should have went right through him. Maybe even stuck in the wall behind him or in somebody else. That's how powerful they are. And for what everybody's saying, a 30-06 is like even more, ballistically devastating and shit. And the dude jumping off the roof with no gun. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. There's no gun there. And people are like, oh, he broke it down. We have the screwdriver on the roof. And then, oh, but he didn't. We watched him run. There's no way he broke that down unless he cracked it over his Superman bones in his knee and then put it together for the picture that the FBI took later. Shit doesn't make sense. But I don't even know if I'll say, I was going to say the biggest piece. I don't know if it's the biggest piece, but I'll tell you, when they were reading off that was fake, those fake text messages between him and his furry friend, I'm like, I have kids that age. They don't talk like that. I have to adjust my texting style, almost like a language between, people older than me, people my age, people a little younger, people my kids' age, people, in their teens right now, like 15, 16, they have a totally different way than people in their 20s, early 20s. And then the kids under, 12, totally different style. Totally, everybody has their own style. Now, some people are like, oh, you said the word vehicle. Nobody says vehicle. I say vehicle all the time. I'm in the business where I use a lot of different vehicles. They're not all cars or trucks. So I say vehicle. That doesn't really bother me. And there's a video of the shooter, by the way, Tyler Robinson, and he got pulled over in like 2022. And he looks like the kid who might say, like, oh, we were exiting the vehicle. So he does, you know what I mean? But there's texting, no frigging way. No frigging way. Especially not furry. His furry friend. He might talk like that. Might. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because he's like, oh, I'm so worried about leaving evidence behind. The only thing of evidence I have left is the gun that I put in a blanket right under Mrs. McGillicuddy's bushes. So I just hope nobody finds evidence, because that was Grandpa's gun, and I really didn't like Charlie Kirk, and I think he's a fascist. And remember when I was scratching those bullets and I put all those memes? Oh, yeah, you just laid it out perfectly. Get the French toast out of here. It's bullshit. Purgatory, baby. Purgatory! I wonder if Purgatory sucks or if it's not that bad. I'll say this, Sniz. In the Bible, it says hell. See, a lot of people have this fantasy, or whatever you want to call it, this thought that hell is where you go to burn. Just fire and brimstone, you're burning constantly. I don't think that's what it is, because in the Bible, it says what hell is. Hell is the absence of God. Now, none of us know it because we're all a bunch of ding-dongs. And when you pray or when you leave church or something happens, many different events can trigger it. You just feel it. Like in the Bible, it says, God's word is written on all of our hearts, meaning it's in our soul, it's in our being. So, God is in us. That's the soul is the connection to God, Holy Spirit, and all that good stuff. So to be totally cut off from that energy of God, your soul is just empty now. You're just blank and you are without God. That, my friend, is hell. So I'm thinking purgatory, maybe they just, dim the light on you a little bit. It's like, wait, no. Oh, he's still there. I can feel a little bit. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I haven't been there yet, and I hope I don't go. I want to go right to the top. VIP section, please, God, I love your place. There are reincarnation stories, as some can recall a portion of their former lives. Some go through regression therapy. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but when I was a little kid, I mean little, I was about just under 2. I was like a little over 1.5, right near 2. And yes, I remember so much from practically from being born all the way up until I was 8. I don't know why. I can't remember what I ate for lunch, today. Never mind yesterday. I don't know what I had for lunch today, but I remember vividly. And I had this, what I thought was a dream. Now remember, I'm just under 2. And we only had black and white TVs, by the way, my house at that time. And I had this dream that I was like a Greek boy. I was 19, maybe even up to 25. Who knows? Somewhere in between this, 17 to 25. And I was jumping off of these, it was how do you say it? It's like a sort of like a deck. It's by the way, I was in Greece, and I'm not Greek whatsoever. I have no Greek at all bloodline. Love the Greeks. Shout out to the Greeks. I know many of you guys are great. These terraces, more like terraces. And I'd dive off, and I'd land in the water, and I'd swim up and under. And it was weird because I could feel like somebody was coming to chase me. Don't do that. So maybe it was my Greek palace. I don't know. But the weird thing is when I woke up, by the way, I've had that. It didn't feel like a reoccurring dream. I had 4 or 5 reoccurring dreams, even though that one could probably be classified as a reoccurring dream. It wasn't a reoccurring dream. And I'll tell you why. Because the very first time I had a dream, I woke up and I still was a 17 to 25-year-old dude. And I was like, oh no. And I remembered kind of how I died. And I drowned. So it was my former self was reliving that in a nightmare. I am telling you, I know it sounds fucking crazy, but it is the absolute truth. I swear it's the truth. And I don't, it's how come I skipped that far? My former life's soul, it took that long? Because I'm telling you, this was old. We're talking, I want to say pre-Jesus old. Greek old. So I don't know. Who the hell knows? But we'll see. I'd love to go to regression therapy to see what the hell it's about. And Nick, we will talk soon if you have the time for me. Hell yeah, baby. Kimmel was reinstated because of people canceling Disney freaking Plus. Oh my God. Disney Plus sucks. Nobody watches Jimmy Kimmel on Disney Plus. People are suckers. That's good to hear, sis. Thanks for telling me. I had a rough week last week. Sorry, I've been too aggressive. Truly worried for the times we're in. That's dark times, baby. That's why we need you, Dark Matt Steve. I hurt my back yesterday. Damn. I fell in the woods, so I haven't gotten off the couch today. Had to find something to do, so Pokemon it is. Hell yeah. Even though I feel awful not cooking. Nah, I know Mrs. Starboard does that all. Like, whenever she can't cook or do her stuff, she feels terrible. And I'm like, don't feel what? She makes me look like a bum the way she outworks me. The glorious pig indeed, says Bob Cook. Boom, boom, boom. I know we all hoping DMS feels better, man, for real. Doing a lot better, but I'm tired. Why am I so tired too? I just think we're all emotionally drained. Like, I know I've physically worked harder than I have today, even though today whooped my ass. But I don't know. I just feel absolutely physically and emotionally drained. Thanks, brother. I sure hope it works. Got to get rid of those H-1B visas. I don't want to have to worship cows to earn a living. You got to worship the cow. Everybody, all employees, come around. You must rub the teeth of the cow before I let you back into the shop after your lunch break. Imagine you got an H-1B boss. He's not even talented. And you got to be like, no, you must worship Vishnu and Kaushnu. Fuck that. Damn. You ever want to have me on, Scott, to talk ballistics? Let me know. Listen, first of all, thank you for reminding me. I've been trying to set up a big time guest. I just want my numbers to go up a little bit more. Like, if I can get like 60, 70 live people, like, views for the next, like, at least for the next week or two, then I'm going to pull the plug. But I'm pretty sure I got it. And it's fucking crazy. In my opinion, crazy shit. I'll give you a little hint. It's a movie star. A fucking real movie star. It's not Mark Wahlberg. I wish it was. I've been trying to get a hold of him because I want him to make the Alex Stein movie that I wrote. But Nick, I might have to. I'm going to think about it within the next couple of days, brother. Because, dude, I don't know. I don't know ballistics. I don't. I mean, I think I'm a pretty good shot, to be honest with you. But when people are like, no, it's a jacket, and you need this, and you got to blah blah. I don't know what the hell people are talking about. I'm just like completely lost. If we were fishing, I know what the hell I'm doing. Jigs, poppers, all that stuff. I can do, double loop ties. I can do all types of stuff. Damn it. When I tell you, there's two things I stink at, and it's mechanics and guns. So shame on me. Damn it. But yeah, listen, look up Nate from Valhalla VFT. Why does that sound? Breaks it down. Amazing. I swear, I think that's who I watched. It sounds super freaking familiar anyways. Wait, not going to say too much, but I am well versed with guns. California doxed me, so it's public that I am a CCW holder. Charlie got hit by a standard 30-06 hunting round, probably JHP. Really? Jacketed hollow point. See, if I listen, the little bit that I know, the reason why, and it's only from videos that I've been watching, the reason why hollow points are so deadly is because bullets push and pull air with them as they go. That air is enough to be deadly. I think Trump got hit in his ear by the air. I do. I think that bullet whizzed by so close that the air is what cut him. I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. But I thought that even before the Charlie Kirk stuff. So the reason why a hollow point can go through like most standard issue police vests is because it's like capturing the air in front of it, pushing the air. So the air is like making a hole or a dent. Then the bullet comes in and just, you know what I mean? But what the hell do I know? I'm gonna have to have Nick the gun guy on to let me know because I don't know jack squat. Jack in the Hollow Point might also explain why there was no exit wound. See, I heard the opposite. Well, maybe because from what somebody told me, the Hollow Point focuses air in the front and like captures that air, and the air is technically going faster than the bullet, so that air alone, if I shouldn't point to my neck, the air, I don't know where to point my hand, somebody shot my hand, that air alone, if the air hit me and the bullet disappeared magically somehow, right? The air is enough to cause enough damage. That's what I just watched this dude. I swear, I think it's actually Nate from Valhalla. Because that really is the deal. Doomay, let's go. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. My Mom Dukes got me this for my birthday. It was an amazing surprise. I wasn't ready for it. I was like, oh shit, that's just pep. Oh boy, the fat pig now. Buddha's in the chair, my man Buddha. Let's go. Lay you down. Let's go. Wait, 4chan. Doomy said 4chan says tomorrow is the tribulation. I'm on the nothing ever happens camp. Yeah, me too. I'm black pilled. So bad. If anybody don't know what black pilled means, it means I don't believe nothing good's happening. I'm just a pessimist. Just because nothing fucking good happens. Listen, Trump's first term was so fire. Leftists were like, I hate him. He sucks. While they put in the gas pump and they're like, let me tell you one thing about Trump. Why I can't say, oh, I already filled my tank. It's already done. Because shit was cheap as fuck. It was wonderful. Then the globalist, deep state, scummy left, globalist, blah, 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 let Biden, stole it for Biden. Everything went back up again. If you notice, the last year or two of George W. Bush, the prices went up by a quarter more than they should. Obama gets in and the prices double. You get into his second term. For the first 3 years of his Obama's second term, the prices of everything were double and almost triple, or at least double and a half. Trump comes in, starts opening up drilling in Anwar, baby. We're gonna start drilling all over the place, and he literally started fucking drilling. They're not talking, drilling. Brrr. The fucking prices of everything went so far down. It was like, thank you, Lord above. Thank you, Lord above. And then all of a sudden they're like, we can't have that. Let's release that COVID thing. COVID fucked everything up, but the prices were still sort of reasonable. Then they steal it for Biden, and the prices triple, fucking triple. And fucking Trump's been in for almost a year now, and the prices are still going up. Fuck what you heard. Oh, eggs are only $5 now instead of $6. Fucking whoopity do. I want the prices to go back to $1 a dozen, motherfucker. 99 cents. Break out the 99-cent sticker again. Bullshit. Can't even get a 99-cent store anymore. And see, a big problem is tons and tons and tons of landlords and shit raise their rents so high that you would literally need double the amount of apartments and new landlords to set their rates super low for those dickheads to actually lower their rents. Because, once people are used to getting, $7,000 fucking dollars a month from dirt poor ass people, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, we should go back down to $1,400 a month. It just doesn't work that way. You got to find new shit And we're just not building new shit because Trump hasn't fucking helped lower the cost of building materials. I could go on all day. It pisses me off. I would debate this topic, but not in a way you would think. Ooh, me likey. Fat pig trying to call in. I see what you're doing. And I like it. But there's a thought, Nick. What if the 30-06 round entered below his neck in the clavicle and a fragment of the bone went up through his... Listen, this still could be just like honest, legit stuff. Those could be the texts. He really did put it in the towel and threw it off the roof. Like, there literally could be things. I just don't believe we've been lied to so many times. Fucking Pearl Harbor. Mrs. Starboard has actually been to Hawaii at Pearl Harbor. I've thought my entire fucking life that it's okay to say the JAPS. I don't even know. I love that word. I love Japanese people. I can't say that. That we're always told that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. We're like, all right, fucking time to go kill Hitler. Oops, I said the fucking bad magic word. YouTube, forgive me, please. But now we know it doesn't make any sense because Yippity Hitler didn't want us involved. He was doing everything he could to he's like, listen, just leave us the fuck alone, please. I got no beef with you guys. And we were like, all right, yeah, that's fine, whatever. We're like, you just fight mostly communists, so we really don't give a shit. But then, all these other countries get involved and blah, blah, blah. It's money, money, money. So, long story short, we did Pearl Harbor. If you look at Pearl Harbor, there's no earthly way that a Japanese fighter jet made it all the way to Hawaii from Japan. They didn't have the gas for it. So that means that they would have to have a ship in the ocean. Well, we had the whole island surrounded. And we have radars that the Japanese just did not have. The Germans did. And the Germans knew where we were. And we knew where they were. They are U-boats and the subs, right? There's just no way on earth that a Japanese fighter pilot could somehow land on our carriers? And we just gassed them up. And he's like, oh, hello. Nothing to see. Yeah. Oh, please, road me up. Oh, you're all filled, buddy. You get on out of here now. Tell you what. They were all smoking. Shit, I'm breaking things. It can't happen. Just can't freaking happen. It's bullshit. Maybe you were an Irish sailor way back in the past and your ship sank, bro. It could be. You never know. But it sure felt. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. In that story, right? There's like Greek painting and Greek architecture. You know how they have like those like weird, like curved, like their painting of their architecture is like curved, right? I only had a black and white TV, not even 2 years old. How could I see the colors of this architecture? I know, like, you got a black and white TV back in the day, you ain't seeing shit. You ain't seeing nothing but Three's Company's, booties. You can't even see that in good detail. How the hell is that possible? I don't know. It ain't. That could be a possibility, Snizook. We'll see the ME report. I thought that was the spinal cord it hit. That's what I was told too, which caused immediate lights out, which is why he didn't suffer a bleed. Listen, I am just grateful that it was quick. Every time something happens to somebody, I just feel so absolutely horrible. Car accidents in the family or friends, same thing to me, and it's like, please tell me they didn't suffer. And one person, I won't say the names, don't want them doxxed and all that shit. Maybe I shouldn't tell a story, but it wasn't quick. That's all I'll say. And it was horrible. Ugh. I worship a cow every time I throw a steak on the grill. Well, absolutely, my friend. with a little Monterey seasoning is delicious. Oh, they get mad. They don't eat that shit. They be like, don't be eating my fucking idol, gosh darn it. You need to come to Florida. I'll take you out fishing, baby. Let's go. I want to go fishing in Florida so freaking bad. You don't even know. Catching a fucking marlin, baby. Real fish. Mahi. All year long. It's my favorite fish. Wow. Magnifica. Mahi is the shiznittle. Cows roll. Moo. His hollow points won't penetrate. They do the opposite. Full mizzle jizzles. Well, listen, I remember in like the late 80s, early 90s when cops were they'd call them cop kizillers. And on the news, they'd be like, more Kizop killer bullets were found in the crack house on 38th Street and blah, blah, blah. And they were hollow points. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. Hollow points tend to be deadly because it breaks apart. See, you learn something every day. I got to have Nick the Gun Guy, my boy, up in here to explain shit because I don't know shit. And I'll admit it. When it comes to bullets, your boy is out of his mind. I don't know what the hell. I got ballistic. My brain is broken. Bad Boodles, we love you. BW, I love you. Damn it. I wish we had Alex Stein tonight. I'm in a mood to see Alex. Alex was at, I know, I better hurry up with the stories. Alex was at Charlie Kirk's tribute deal in Arizona yesterday, and it was good to see him and Paige. We love Paige. Great to see the two of them smiling. I get a couple of pictures. You guys probably seen them online yourselves, but what the hell? It was just great to see him smiling. I mean, Tucker Carlson was funny. Trump was, of course, funny. It was emotional and stuff, but it was just, it was great. Exactly. Wise Academy. HP is more deadly to the bad guy, but safer for anyone being said bad guy. It's why most conceal holders carry HP. No shit. It's what military uses. The opposite, green tip. Maybe that's what they are. Armor piercing. I don't know shit. Like I said, Jeff Cron, let's go. Why did you redeem it? What did I redeem? I don't know anything. Hollow points don't break apart. They pedal in the hollow. All right, listen. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm loving it, though. So even if the 3-06 hollow point, it would still have the energy to go through a human body. That's what Dr. Dan Diaco said. I don't know. But I know rifle bullets, I don't know what brand or what make model, they're designed to just go. Like, there's so much energy going. It's impossible to just... And like, I hate talking about this. I apologize to anybody out there. The neck is the soft, like it's our weakest spot besides our Achilles heel. The neck is just, we are just flimsy. And to hit the neck, whoop-de-doo. You gonna tell me it's the spine? Our spines are strong, but they ain't that strong. All right. Oh, thank you, Jeff Cron. I love you, my friend. Why did you redeem it? You are talking in an Indian accent, and you are worshiping my lovely cow. My cow. I forgot the fucking name. All right, let's go. All right, how about this? Before we get into Charlie Kirk stuff, because it's kind of depressing, I'm going to show you guys a different story. How's about this? So, I've shot a buck with a 3-06, and it didn't penetrate. And that was in Full Metal Jacket round. So it's impossible. So it is possible, is all I'm saying. I got you. Listen, I admit it, brother. I don't know a dang thing when it comes to bullets, baby. I got to have Nick the Gun Guy on. First of all, Nick the Gun Guy is the shiznit. Anyway, it's a good excuse to have my man on. Boys, brother of you all, please leave at my store. I can usually do a poo. I got to check him out. Why am I so little? Get up there. You be somebody. There you go. Daniel Graham, sounds like you missed. Oh, shots fired. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what's appropriate. Do you mean it did not go all the way through the buck? That's what I took it as. Yeah. So I shot it. Didn't penetrate. Yeah, I think he means didn't penetrate through the other side. It was like, and then, but I'm sure he got it because he penetrated that little mother chucker. This is crazy. This might be the best news that we hear all day. And I got it. Your boy got it before everybody else gets it because you're going to hear it all day tomorrow. Trust me. Trump makes an announcement about autism. The possible, well, we'll see. Let's see. It's about autism. We're going to check this schmeck out here. Watch this.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I've been waiting for this meeting for 20 years, actually.
Me and you both.
And it's not that everything's 100% understood or known, but I think we've made a lot of strides. Wish it was done a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're delighted to be joined by America's top medical and public health professionals as we announce historic steps to confront the crisis of autism. Horrible, horrible crisis. I want to thank the man who brought this issue to the forefront of American politics along with me. And we actually met in my office. Is it like 20 years ago, Bobby? It's probably 20.
It was about 19 years ago, Mr. President.
Years ago in New York. I was a developer, as you probably heard, and I always had very strong feelings about autism and how it happened and where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
And he and I know the word got out, and I wouldn't say that people were very understanding of where we were, but it's turning out that we understood a lot more than a lot of people who studied it, we think. And I say we think because I don't think they were really letting the public know what they knew. Thanks as well.
Oh, shit. Chips.
To the director of the National Institute of Health, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, FDA Commissioner, Dr. Marty McCary. These are great people. Administrator of the Centers for Medicine and Medicaid Services, Dr. Mehmet Oz, and Acting Assistant Secretary of HHS, Dr. Dorothy Fink. So thank you all. Thank you, Dorothy, very much.
Fink.
The meteoric rise in autism is among the most alarming public health developments in history. There's never been anything like this. Just a few decades ago, 1 in 10,000 children had autism. So that's not a long time. And
That's
I've always
crazy.
heard, they say a few, but I think it's a lot less time than that. It used to be 1 in 20,000, then 1 in 10,000. And I would say that's probably 18 years ago. And now it's 1 in 31. But in some areas, it's much worse than that, if you can believe it, 1 in 31. And I gave numbers yesterday. For boys, it's 1 in 12. I was told that's in California where they have, for some reason, a more severe problem.
1 in 12 boys have autism. We are fucked. Like, I hope. Like, thank you for proving it. I watched a little bit of this before it came out. We're about to show everybody what the deal is, okay? I hope Robert Kennedy Jr. is actually going to do something about it. Fucking do something. Like, thank you for admitting it openly now. We know because you're about to find out. But it's like, do something. That's why I mean black-pilled. The black hats. The pessimists want shit done. See, because here in Massachusetts, if you have a baby, you have to pretend like you are not against vaccines, or you make them think you love. Oh no, I love vaccines. I wish you'd give 2,000 vaccines to my baby right now. But I spoke about it. I'm dealing with the pediatrician right now, and the pediatrician just said wait until we get out of the hospital to give all of the vaccinations. That's the best you could do. And they'll say, well, there are like 8 or 12 now. Fucking what? You have to give them at least 8 or 12 of them before you can leave the hospital. So just try to get out with whatever the hell you can. If you say, no, that's my child, we are against vaccines, the fucking hospital will have psychiatric people come in and they will fucking give your baby all of these heavy metal, mercury, aluminum ass vaccines, whether you like it or not. It's fucked up. So that's why I should have said that to begin with. What we need is Ding Dong over here. We need him to write some laws. We need Robert Kennedy Jr. over here to go in and say, nope. First of all, if any parent in any hospital in any state in this country doesn't want to have their child vaccinated right away or at all, they can do so legally. And any hospital that doesn't comply will be sued $2 million and possibly 5 years in jail. That's how you do it. How come I can figure it out? Don't tell me. I don't even know ballistics. Ridiculous.
But whether it's 1 in 12 or 1 in 31, can you imagine from 1 in 20,000 and 1 in 10,000?
It should be 1 in 20 million.
And now we're at the level of 1 in 12 in some cases for boys. 1 in 31 overall.
That's sick.
So since 2000, autism rates have surged by much more than 400%. Instead of attacking those who ask questions, everyone should be grateful for those who are trying to get the answers to this complex situation. And the first day all of these great doctors behind me were there, I told them, this is what we have to find out. Because when you go from 20,000 to 10,000, and then you go to 12, you know there's something artificial. They're taking something.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think I can say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any pills that have no autism.
The Amish, baby.
That have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
There are some studies that suggest that, yeah, with the Amish, for example.
The Amish, yeah, virtually. I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very careful with what he says, and he should, but I'm not so careful with what I say. Certain groups, the Amish as an example, they have essentially no autism.
None.
First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of acetaminophen. Is that okay?
Tylenol.
Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism.
All right, so Tylenol, they're trying to tippy-toe around it. But here's the good stuff. Here's the good stuff. The truth, the deep truth. And it's unbreakable, just like truth's unbreakable.
So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good.
When you're
For
pregnant.
this reason, they are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary. That's, for instance, in cases of extremely high fever, that you feel you can't tough it out, you can't do it. I guess there's that. It's a small number of cases, I think. But if
can't they take Motrin or Advil or anything? I hear aspirin's like bad. So you can't take Tylenol or aspirin. Can't you take like Advil? Advil doesn't have aspirin or Tylenol or acetaminophen or anything like that. I think Advil's its own deal, right? I don't know. I'll have to ask Mrs. Starboard. She knows better than me.
If you can't tough it out, if you can't do it, that's what you're going to have to do. You'll take a Tylenol, but it'll be very sparingly. It can be something that's very dangerous to the woman's health. In other words, a fever that's very, very dangerous, and ideally a doctor's decision, because I think you shouldn't take it.
To the
and
baby.
You shouldn't take it during the entire pregnancy. They may tell you that toward the end of the pregnancy, you shouldn't take it during the entire, and you shouldn't give the child the Tylenol every time he's born and he goes and has a shot. You shouldn't give a Tylenol to that child.
Mm-hmm.
All pregnant women should talk to their doctors for more information about limiting the use of this medication while pregnant. So ideally, you don't take it at all. But if you have to, if you can't tough it out, if it's a problem, you're going to end up doing it. The other thing that I can tell you that I'll say that they will maybe say a little bit later date, but I think when you go for the shot, you do it over a 5-time period. Take it over 5 times or 4 times, but you take it in smaller doses and you spread it out over a period of years.
What shot?
And they pump so much stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace.
What shot?
I don't see it. I think it's very bad. They're pumping. It looks like they're pumping into a horse.
It's called vaccines. Say it.
You have a little fragile child, and you get a vat of 80 different vaccines, I guess, 80 different blends, and they pump it in.
80 different vaccines. You guys thought I was kidding, huh? They'll, especially here in like Massachusetts, New York, California, definitely. They'll tell you, no. Well, you have to, like back in the day, like 25, 30 years ago, if you said, well, no, I don't want all of them, just the essentials. And they'll say, well, you have to do these 3 in Massachusetts. You have to. Now, that was 3 of them. And I'd say, okay, well, we're going to be here for 2 days. So can you do 1 now, 1 later tonight, and 1 right before we leave? Well, yes, but I'd rather do the other one right in the morning so we can monitor him. And I'm like, okay, fine. That's fine. I just don't want, you pumping all the shit into my tiny little baby all at once. Oh, it's fine. Sometimes we do 12 of them. But, that was the deal back then. Mandatory 3, I believe, like 25 years ago. Now, from what I've heard, it's like 8 or 12, something like that. And they're like, no, it's mandatory. You get 12. Now they're giving them fucking 80. All the way up to the 18 years old. 80 vaccines. Fucking ridiculous.
So ideally, a woman won't take Tylenol. And on the vaccines, it would be good instead of one visit where they pump the baby, load it up with stuff. You'll do it over a period of 4 times or 5 times. I've been so into this issue for so many years just because I couldn't understand how a thing like this could happen. And it's artificially induced. It's not like something that when you go from all of those healthy babies to a point where I don't even know structurally if a country can afford it, and that's the least of the problems. To have families destroyed over this is just so terrible. I also and we've already done this. We want
see the true reason why they're tiptoeing, just like we've been pointing out about APAC is so successful. Maybe let's say even Israel doesn't do anything wrong, okay? Their lobbying power is unbelievable where they get top billing over everybody. White people have been being attacked on college campuses for 50-something years. Asian people have been getting kicked out and not approved for colleges for the past 18, 20 years. Nobody's fighting for them. But all of a sudden, APAC comes and they're like, hey, we don't like what they're saying. They're sticking up for Palestine. We're trying to make no more Palestine, so we don't like that. And all these people in the Trump administration are like, okay, new rule. If anybody says anything bad about Israel or the Israeli government, you're getting kicked out of the country. There's 25 million illegals. And you're going to start with the kids in college? Unfreaking believable. But so I almost forgot what I was saying. Don't be fooled. The fucking big pharma is even more powerful. Look at these people we don't want to say anything bad. I mean, these fucking assholes. Let's say there's 6 or 7 realistic good vaccines for babies and kids, right? Spread them out over their whole lives. There you go. Bob's your uncle and you're good to go. 80. They keep coming up with new ones because we're, the government's subsidizing it and they're fucking making a fortune. We got to end it. Somebody has to have balls to end this shit. Ugh.
No mercury in the vaccine. We want no aluminum in the vaccine.
Yes.
The MMR, I think, should be taken separately. This is based on what I feel. The mumps, measles, and
chickenpox.
The 3 should be taken separately. And it seems to be that when you mix them, there could be a problem. So there's no downside in taking them separately. In fact, they think it's better. So let it be separate.
By the way, I knew when I was a little kid, when I saw, a thermometer you put in your mouth, and the nurse at school said, oh, honey, be careful. Don't bite on that. You can die. There is a liquid in there, and it's actually metal, honey. It's called mercury, and you'll die. Do not bite on that thing. That's how fucking deadly it is. And we're pumping 1, 2, 3, could be 20, 40, 60, 80. Real.
The chicken pox is already separate because when that got mixed in, I guess they made it 4 for a while. It really was bad. So they make chicken pox. Individually, they're okay. When you mix them, something maybe happens. So there's no downside in doing it. It's not like, oh, if you do it, bad things. No, it's only good side. And it may not have that much of an impact. But
guess what? My brother and I, we both got chicken pox. How you doing? 31 forever over here. Forever 31. We're just fine and dandy. Oh my God, we got chickenpox. Well, the shingles virus lives inside of you. Have you seen the ads? The shingles virus. Go out and get your shingles vaccine every minute. Go to CVS and Walgreens and shoot one every year. Fuck off. Fuck Big Pharma. Somebody's got to put a stop to these people.
It may have a big impact. So let those be taken separately. And then hepatitis B is sexually transmitted.
Hello.
There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B. So I would say wait till the baby is 12 years old and formed and take hepatitis B.
All right. So instead of saying it, just do it, right? Just fucking do it. Write the executive order. Have this pussy. I'm not a pussy. I don't do. Hey, I talk a lot of shit. He just talks a lot of shit. I don't see him doing nothing. Oh, I didn't mean to throw no exit. Well, that's what he meant. Did he just make a dig on California? California. I don't know. I forget that song. Where the hell did that song come from? You know what's really funny, Jeff? Gavin Newsom thinks he's going to stop ICE agents from wearing masks. Why would you want to stop ICE agents from wearing masks? So that they can be killed? Hello? Oh, but the left are the good guys. Left are the fucking bad guys. Tylenol is not good. It's done, and it's done to cover up for the shots. RFK Jr. thinks he can make the shots safe again and restore public trust with these agencies. More testing equals more harm. That is true. You know, you're always right. Mask people want people to stop wearing masks. Wow, so true, Jeff. My friend bought me a weed plant in a pot. That's nice. I like that. That's a good friend. A friend with weed in a pot is a friend indeed for Scott. I don't know if that, I think that rhymed. According to Dr. Dan, you need to space them out at least a month and wait until after they are 2 and talking. I fucking love Dr. Dan Diaco. Dr. Dan should replace, I don't want to do anything. I'm terrified. He was fucking RFK Jr. was going to stop advertisements on TV from Big Pharma. And TV execs were like, Mother Chucker, I'll take you out myself. That's the only money coming in because all we do is fucking put on people like Jimmy Kimmel. And 90% of the country are all Republicans who work and they come home and they want to watch TV. But we don't care about them. We kind of care a little tiny bit about the leftists, but all we care about is the fucking Big Pharma money. And he's like, I've seen this movie twice in my life. I'm not taking it. Never mind. You can have your Big Pharma ads. I love the ads. Fucking bitch. Listen, we only live once. I'm not saying to get yourself taken out, but take a fucking stand. Let's be fucking men and women here. Women, you know, as a man, I feel like protect you. So I didn't want to say women, but I just didn't want to leave you out. Be a man and get out there and just fucking do it. Big Pharma wants to come after you, then fucking do it because now they're exposing themselves. I'm talking to you there, muscle man. You've been banging that old fucking what's her face there? I forget her name. Your wife. She's for her age, she's beautiful. I got nothing against her. She was on. I'm trying to think of the TV show she was on. The Seinfeld guy, whatever the fuck the Seinfeld, the guy who made Seinfeld and wrote half of the first 5-6 seasons, and then he made slightly offensive. No, what the heck? You know what I'm talking about? Bald. Kind of gray hair Jew guy with the glasses, and he's in California. He's like, oh my God, I made a Seinfeld for me. Whatever that guy is. Robert Kennedy's wife was his wife on that show. Curb Your Enthusiasm. My brain loves me. Just a little bit. It's like, here you go. You can have half of your pea brain back. But yeah. You lived a long time, bro. And I hope you live another 8,000 years. But if you're going to put yourself in a position to be the next whoever, I'm going to be the next Ben Franklin. Well, get ready, buddy. Be the next Ben Franklin. But if we cure autism, how will we find IT and software employees? You are right, my friend. I don't know what you're talking about, but you better rub my cow's belly. That is why. Truth Suprema, it's all done to promote the vaccines as they make more money for pharma. Absolutely. They want to promote the new stuff. Tylenol is it's infinitesimal. Robert Kennedy's like, please don't bring up vaccines right away, Mr. President. The fucking big pharma already showed me their guns. And he's like, I'll tell you what there, Bobby Jr. I know what I'll do. I'm going to talk about the Tylenol first. He's like, oh, please, Jesus. Oh, God, don't talk about the Tylenol. If I talk about it first, they won't even know about the shots. I'll call them shots for you. And I appreciate that. And I wish I never took this fucking job because I'm a bitch. Danny Rebel 33, thank you for being here. I love your name, baby. Qatar gives us more money. They don't care about our opinions. Qatar, I have something to say. If any Qataris in the government or wherever you are would like to sponsor my show, I will even accept your flight to Qatar. If you let me do a little video, I'll tell everybody how wonderful Qatar is. Please pay me money. I would love to take a few $1 million and help my family because there are no Qataris. There are no Qatari banks in America. There are no Qatari born or DNA people in my government. They don't run any of the zillions of different government agencies in America. They don't ever get picked to run the Federal Reserve Bank. They don't make movies in Hollywood. They don't publish school books. There's not a fucking Qatari judge or lawyer in this entire country. There's no Qataris running music in America and publishing, music publishing and radio. There's no Qataris anywhere. So I will take your Qatari money because you have no power. Give me all the Qatari money. I'll take it. Steve, that could be a cool gimmick for you. Pretend to be Amish. We should do Amish week. DMS, Dark Master, we should do Amish week. Damn, I gotta hustle bustle. Amish, it should be Amish Match Steve. It's all done to. Oh, I already got that. Damn, what did I go backwards? What am I going backwards? Liver stopped working right after taking the Hep vax. For real? Bro, that is terrifying. Oh my God. Please be careful. Please, please, please. Holy shit, my liver stopped working right after I took the Hep vax. Damn. Holy schnizzlooks. The mercury in the vax is different than thermometers. Oh, okay. Well, guess what? I'm not a fucking mercury expert either. It's supposed to be less dangerous, but the vials containing pure thimerosal have warnings on the label saying it's dangerous. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you because I don't fucking know, but mercury seems to be the same as mercury. Yeah, not like iron is like the same as iron. You know, you could make, I have an iron sword, matey. I swing my iron sword, I do. You could have that, and you could also take your iron pills. And I know this because I seen one of those fucking X movies, the X-Men, and the blue chick, Rebecca Romaine in the blue, gave this guy a beer with a bunch of iron in it, and then he went in to see Magneto, and Magneto was like, I feel the iron in your fucking blood, you piece of... That's the extent of my knowledge, Darkman Steve. I love you, by the way. PW, I love you too, guys. Darn it, I love you. It's got to be that thimerosal. You respect my thimerosal. Is only used in flu vax now, I think. Damn, all right. Entry wound was from the back and exit from the front. Why? Because it destroys the narrative. Truth, I am really with you. I was thinking, right? Remember the guy? Maybe somebody else said this. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it at all, okay? One of the dudes, and I just saw him. He's actually on Charlie Kirk's show, so I might get in trouble for saying this, but I'm sorry. It's just a thing. I don't fucking know. When I was thinking about it, like Thursday or Friday night or whatever the hell it was, somebody takes the camera down. Now, what I know about detectives is that they will fuck you up if you mess with a crime scene. Now, there's 7 billion people all over the place, so the crime scene was pretty hard to contain as it was. But at least the tented area should have been fine. The dude pulls Charlie's bloody chair over and stands on it with his fucking shoes. And then takes the camera down. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, there's the gun. It's one of those camera guns that they use all the time. By the way, the CIA uses that shit all the time. It looks like a camera. It's all set. And then, there's like a gun inside of it. And next, nuff, nuff, nuff. And they're like, I don't know how the Saudi Arabian prince's bodyguard died. Beats the hell out of me. But listen, I from what I saw today, it's like the dude's like, I'm the one who took the camera down, dude. I fucking love Charlie. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to learn with you guys together and have some fun doing. Try to have some fun. We got to get Alex to rise like the Phoenix, baby. Oh, Alex is on his rising up, baby. He's rising up. I agree with you, Danny. I agree 100%. Aluminum. Oh, now you're just showing off. Aluminum polysorbate 80 and formaldehyde are used in others. Well, I'll tell you one thing, my friend. Formaldehyde, spearmint leaves dipped in formaldehyde is not the worst thing. At least not the worst thing I smoked. Respect my thimerosal is found in Rogam shots given to pregnant women. Don't give fucking pregnant women anything. They take prenatal pills. That's all you need. What the hell is going on? Thank you so much, Curb Your Enthusiasm. My brain was like, finally, something happened. Rainy! Fucking Rainy, I love you. Hey, Scott, just dropping in and say hello. I'm getting a massage. And don't want you yelling. Don't want you yelling at me. I don't blame you. I love you. Thank you so much. Get that massage, girl. Get at it. Curb Your Enthusiasm with y'all was a good show. Curb Your Thimerosal. I gotta hurry up and get to the end. Damn, I'm way behind. Wait. Make national manufacturing great again. Absolutely. We don't have any more Qatari guitarists. Meanwhile, Gene Simmons is Jewish. He's like, I'm trying to think. He's like, 49. Oh, get up, Qatari. Give me all that money. Get down to the Qatari field. I don't know. I fucking couldn't think of something. It was like, you shot my love gun. Love gun, Qatari money. Damn it, I can't do it. I tried. I can't think of a fucking thing. Saturday night, guitar, yo. Damn it, I tried. The new theory is that the dude was taking down a hologram projector. Now that is some funny shit. And I guarantee you're right, brother. I bet you there's so many people fucking talking about that. It's ridiculous. I like I said, I always go into things with an open mind. Why not? But I just love the laughing faces at the end, Jeff, because it just shows me that I don't need to look into it too much. And it sounds ridiculous. DMS, we should debate tonight. Damn. See, listen, when it comes to things that I know, like I know what I know. I don't know all that shit when it comes to fucking bullets and promethazine. I'm sipping on promethazine. My Qatari cup. If you could go back in time, would you take that bullet for Charlie? No. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because me taking that bullet that day wouldn't have brought hundreds of millions of people around the world back to Christ. I didn't mention it last show, but our church was like empty for like 18, 24 years. And I mean, there's like, if you farted, the two other people, in the pews, 100 yards away could probably hear it. You know what I mean? It's like, burn, 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 burn. It's like, shit. It's like, why did I push that fart out? I thought it'd be funny to make my kids laugh. I don't know why I'm talking about farts. Anyway. But seriously, and the first Sunday after Charlie's assassination, it was so packed. People were standing around all the pews, standing room only. So if I took that bullet, it wouldn't have had that impact. But I love where your head is, because I am like that. If I was in Robert Kennedy's shoes, I'd be like, I'd give my wife and kids the biggest hugs in the world as many times as I could. I do that anyway. And I'd tell them I love them every single day, like I do anyway. And I'd say, I'm probably not going to make it. And Mrs. Starboard would say, get the hell out of that job. And I wouldn't let my kids hear that, by the way. But I just try to prepare all of them, because I'm not leaving that place until I actually help America. So for that, I'd take the bullet. But if I took the bullet for Charlie, there is no new revival. You know what I mean? And no people. And listen, a lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't think that Jesus is real and blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you, you would rather live in a neighborhood where everybody believes in Jesus and actually believes in God. I promise you would rather live in that than living in Chicago with demons, or living in Cali with demons, or New York or Massachusetts, one of these shitholes, these fucking demons who cheer when a 31-year-old baby, I mean, I hate when people say it to me, like, you're a baby. I'm a baby. Why do I make noises when I stand up? Just because you're an old fossil. Call me a baby. But I mean, 31, God almighty, it's peak prime of your life. And he has a beautiful wife and beautiful children. And anybody who laughs and says, God, I'm so glad. It's like, you're a piece of shit. I don't want to live near you. Bring me a fucking Christian. I'll even take a Protestant. Let a Protestant. I'm only kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't even really understand. Well, I did. But I didn't understand, why Protestants and Catholics really fought so much. I mean, I got huge roots in Ireland, but I didn't know exactly why, their whole exact deal. I figured it was just, stupid. It really is stupid shit. But the more you know, it's quite the... I don't want to talk about it here right now, please. There's already enough shit going on. Make Qatari great again. We love Qatari on this show. I am willing to promote your country for as little as $5 million. As little as $3 million. I'll do it for $3 $3 million, I will make myself no, I won't Qatari citizen myself. Fuck your money. I don't care about that. But I will promote your beaches or whatever the hell else you got going on. I know you get mad because of my position, hence the debate. Ooh, not necessarily debate, but my opinion on all the curly churly stuff. We might should all be givers rather than takers. Amen, baby. Amen. See, I'm a giver. I like it. All my kids are too. That's how I know I have great kids. Because they're like, I don't really care. My littlest one, and all of my kids have done this when they were little, and it's the most. Your heart couldn't be filled anymore when you hear your, younger-ish child, 9, 10, 11, 12, saying like, well, I don't really, what do you want for Christmas, dude? I don't really care about what I want for Christmas. I just hope I can get you and, mom and blah, 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 Christmas present. That's right. And it's like, oh my God, that's when you know you got a golden one. Good Lord, I love it. Yes, more and more Christians are finding their way to God and Jesus thanks to childhood. It is. It so is. I'm baptized Catholic because I'm French. Well, oui. But I prefer Protestant churches better. The music is better. Oh, well, hey, you buddy. No, I'm only kidding. I don't give a shit. As long as you love God, you believe in Jesus. I mean, even if you don't, I'm still loving. I don't give a shit. But, listen. Everybody is better off having some belief. And I'll tell you why. I said it before on the show, and I'll tell you again why. Because why not? It's better to truly believe in God. You pass on and your worm food, right? It sucks. But you lived a good, fun, healthy, loving life. You treated other people better than you treat yourself. It's a good thing. But guess what? If you do that same thing and there is a God, then you made it. Why be so mad at God that you give up your chance at the afterlife? That's how I see it. I don't fucking know. Danny, what's up, my man? I love this. Amen, Scott. Loving hearing everyone speaking of the Gospels, even atheists. Absolutely. Listen, oh my God, it's amazing. I totally screwed my show up, but I didn't. We had a good time. Pascal Wager. Hold on. I got to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to shit through all the stories that I fucked up. I got to crap through all the stories now because I'm a good ding dong. Ding dong, my brains is dead. There we go. All right. What do I got it on? There you go. All right. We got to hurry up because Dark Bass Steve's coming on in 10 minutes. So I got 10 minutes to run this down. We'll end with that because it's amazing. Let's go to where should we begin? Where should we begin? Operation Clog the Toilet. Street poopers had, because this was from like 2 days ago, 24 hours to return to the U.S. from India before Trump's new executive order. I heard that wasn't even right. In this executive order, they can come and go as they please. So, but at the time, I didn't fucking know. None of us knew. So some brilliant 4chan folks decided to reserve flights out of India to the U.S., which has caused seating to be unavailable and inflated prices for the untalented 200 plus K per year job stealing IT Trizane Jizump Pizzers. Thank you for your service, 4chan. You come through every once in a while. It's good to see. Now, this is Clog the Toilet. Now, what Trump did was, you guys probably already know this shit, right? You know this, right here. Oh, where the French toast is it? Yeah. Well, all I know is Trump signed an executive order. Business owners have to pay $100,000 per person, one-time flat fee for every H-1B. That's a lot of dough. I think these big, huge companies will pay it, though. Do we get time for this? A lot of time. I don't want to end this on a cucky note. Ilhan Omar needs to be deported. We now have proof that she married her own brother to become a citizen in America. That's illegal. So Get this bitch out of here. She's like, I think Charlie Kirk is a piece of shit, and we should send him in the dustbin of history. I don't like this woman at all. I can't stand her, and I would not say that we should put her in the dustbin of history. First of all, a real American knows that we wear our scars proudly so we don't make the same mistake. That's why you need to get the fuck out, my friend. Fucking bitch. All right, let me rush through these quick. Look at this. Elon and Trump appear to have just made up at Charlie's funeral. Look at. He said, Mr. President, I just want to shake your hand and say, there's so much love in the room right now. There's love in the room. I said, Charlie Kirk is still working. God bless you, Charlie. This person's like, would you support Trey Gowdy? Would you support President Trump appointing Trey Gowdy as the new Attorney General if Pam Bondi fails to prosecute someone by the end of year 2? I can't even do it. I'm just trying to think of this ding dong. And I said, fuck no! Trey Gowdy. I love Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy is like pre Jim Jordan. Like Jim Jordan was awesome. I fucking thought that dude was so real. And it's the same for Trey Gowdy. I mean, listen, Mr. Speaker, blah, 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 fucking liar. Make yourself sound good and you're just a lefty piece. Now, I showed you the picture before where he's like, Mr. President. And he's like, for Charlie. Well, maybe that still could be good. I don't know. The way I read it was like, yeah, I'll be nice for Charlie. I'll do it for Charlie. But it's like, maybe he's like, let's make up again for a child. I hope that's what it is. Macron's wife sent a picture to the court to prove that she's a woman. Listen, the shit was clear. The parameters of this case against Candace Owens are very clear. Take a DNA test. I just got a DNA test. Turns out I'm a dick. I got a dick swinging out of Macron's mouth. BBC reports that Brigitte Macron has taken a picture of her surgically denigrated yip yapper down low. Now look at Forbes 4 hours ago, at least 6, maybe 4 plus. I don't know. Whatever. Jimmy Kimmel Live will return Tuesday following Charlie Kirk controversy. Forbes reporting it. I don't know, reporting it. You never fucking know. How is Ethan Ralph getting more views than me? Do you see this? Alex Jones getting 420K. Absolutely fine. E getting 4,000 is low. If Alex Stein was on, he should be getting well over 50, 60,000. At minimum, 30,000. But how? In the Frenchest of toasts is Charlie Kirk. Sorry, Charlie. Ethan Ralph getting almost 1,000. Give me a break. All right, you'll see this tomorrow on Bubba the Love Sponge, guaranteed. This big Blizzak fat hunk of human garbage broke this guy's spine. Look at white kid on the ground, fat Blizzak, all his fat weight. Shocking video shows a player jumping on a kid from the opposing team with his entire fat ass body weight, leaving him with a fractured spine. The injured kid is out for the season and may never be able to play football again. Wood chipper right next to old furry pants there who shot our boy Charlie Kirk. Look at this real quick. Oh shit, I gotta hurry up. Speaker Mike Johnson. Every House Republican, I have to listen to his voice. Every House Republican voted to condemn the murders of Democrat state lawmakers in Minnesota. Yet, more than half of the House Democrats refused to join us in voting just to condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk. What the fuck? Who's the bad guy? That's the bad guy. The half of the people who did that, get them out. All right, now look at this. Old woman wearing a Be Kind t-shirt tries to decapitate a Trump effigy. This is who we are dealing with. This is who we are dealing with. These people are full of shit. They have those signs on their front lawns. This house believes in science and LGBTQ and vaccines and face masks. Look at this piece of shit. It looks like it says MAKA, Make America Kind Again. I'm guessing that's what it says. Psycho. Look at her face. You see her face? Look at her face when she does this. Look at her face. She would be a school shizooter if she could. Oh, look at the teacher comes in. And look at Jorge. He's like, I am only here because I had sex with that old ugly teacher-looking lady. She letting me live at her house and shit, and all I gotta do is go to her protest where she make a fool out of herself. But you can see she feed me well, so I'm okay. I wish. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to wish anything bad. I would love to see it. Get doing. She hits herself in the fucking head with that ruler. Look at her face. None of us in this room like Ilhan Omar at all, and none of us would do this. Fucking psychos. They are nuts. Shit. Gotta hurry up. Dark Man Steve's coming on in 1 second. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. I just wanted you to hear something from him. Let's finish it with this. We'll finish it with this. The unbelievable, one and only Alex and Paige. I want to see if you guys can see that good. There you go. My new favorite picture. I don't know where that came from, but that is great. Seeing them smile, even if it's, as big a smile as they can do, under the circumstances, it's just so great. Alex with fucking Larry Elder. Let's go. And Rita. Alex with Rita. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tucker Carlson.
I want to end it with Charlie Kirk's wife, because that's really what I want to show you guys. It's only a minute long. DMS, if you're still watching, your damn intro is like 3 minutes long. I'm only kidding. Just go like a minute late. I just want to finish with this.
Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do.
That's what Jesus said. I don't know why this clip doesn't show it. It's actually from Turning Point, but that's okay. She says, Jesus, while on the cross, said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they do.
That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Up close is tough. She's probably been crying like crazy and trying to push the tears out for all these people, but it's still an awesome job. That's what crying looks like. So that's the thing. She said she forgives him. We all gotta try and be better people. Oh shoot, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. I am so sorry. Trey Gowdy is not pro Second Amendment. He's like, listen, fuck your I can't do Trey Gowdy. I can do him just a second ago. He's like, fuck your freedoms. He's like, fuck your freedoms, okay? Because I don't like Brigitta's the dude from Planet of the Apes, right? It's weird. It's like, oh, bad makeup, but it's good acting. Whether she has a cock or not, Macron is still gay. Absolutely. Do me. You know the deal. Macron's husband needs to be asked, what is a woman? Macron will be like, a woman is a... I tried to do that without making myself look stupider than I already look. Obama, Trudeau, and Macron. They are all gay together, my friend. I don't know why I went from French to Spanish, but that's okay. Yeah, exactly. Their actions continue to expose typical, hypocritical, lib-tizard party of hate, baby. Truth knows what's up. Pop, I don't know what I said or somebody else did, but I love you, Sniz. Their actions continue to be exposed. That's it. They get exposed. If you love it, come on, put a ring on it. Alex, you better wife up Paige. We love Paige. Is it too soon to say she's pretty hot? No, dude, she was like a Miss Arizona deal. She's fucking cool as shit. She's gorgeous. You can say whatever you want, by the way. There's only one woman I see in this world like that, and that's Mrs. Starboard. So, no, she's beautiful. They were a great couple, power couple. He's handsome as all hell. She's beautiful. It's just freaking ridiculous. Wait a second. I got an idea. Oh, wait. Pop. Beep. And I can go to dark. Match Steve. There you go. And we'll go to there. And oh, shit. He's already live. Fudgicles. My headphones are going crazy over here. Stop that. Start that. Start that. Start that. Start that. Start that.
I do have to say that all in all, 30 out 6 versus.
All right, ready?
Amazing result.
Paste. And there you go.
Everybody! Every caliber I can
get over to Dark Match Steve's right there. You got no more excuses. I put the thing in the chat because all my lazy mods. I love you all, lazy mods. I'm just kidding. Everybody get over to Dark Match Steve. I will see you guys back here at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to get ready for Primetime 99. He should be back home in beautiful Dallas, Texas, after the Bears whooped his team's ass. I apologize, but we love you, Alex. I love you, Paige. And I love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Get over to Dark Man Steve. I'll see you back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Love you. All right. Peace.